Guys, how are you? Today I want to just let you all know how I'm been since I've gotten cured of hepatitis C. Um I'm pretty sure I was on 12 weeks of Eplcusa generic. I had ordered it from India because at the time um insurance was not paying for the cure. They didn't care. They just simply did not want to fund it. So I had to pay 1,600 and get it from India, and my doctor was completely fine with that. He wrote me a prescription. They sent it through about 3 sets of customs. It got here. Took the medicine. First time I took it, I felt like I really took like some kind of cancer drug or something. I felt terrible during the very first dose. But the second dose and on from there, it was I didn't even notice it. What I noticed was me feeling better day by day. Right? So never had energy. Never thought I'd work again. Also been living with fibromyalgia on top of hepatitis. And man, that was awful. uh, the fibromyalgia happened because of an amputation I had on my right index finger twice because I smashed it real bad. I went to the ER 3 times and they're like, "Oh, just let it heal." Well, my PCP was on vacation. I went back and she's like, and I was like, "Oh my gosh." She's like, "Yeah, you need to see an orthopedic surgeon now. I'm gonna send you to one." And he's like, he didn't even say anything. I was like, "Oh my God, you're gonna cut my finger off, aren't you?" And I cried and I cried and I cried and I cried and I cried. And the doctor says that all the mental and physical trauma involved with the finger is what caused the fibromyalgia. So I've had a pretty hard, a little rough road when it comes to battling these diseases. But one that I have battled and completely beat is hepatitis C. I'm 100% happy to say I did it. And if I could do it, you could do it. And the good thing is, hey, insurance is covering hepatitis C cures now. So please go to like some kind of liver care clinic. Go to a good, understanding doctor who's not going to judge you. And if you're ready, get cured. The sooner you get cured, the more healthier you're going to be. I didn't feel 100% until about probably a year or two later. But I will never know if it was because of fibromyalgia or if it was because of lingering hepatitis symptoms. But I will tell you what symptoms I had. The symptoms I had included not being able to take certain medicines. Anything that was digested through the liver was a no-no. I was on Suboxone, and I was taking half a day, and I got down to a quarter a day, and I would still be throwing it up. I was, I would rather have gone through DTs, and I did go through detox, because who cares about medicine when you're literally dying and your liver is not letting you process things? I was yellow. I had no energy. I was throwing everything up. I was so miserable. And it wasn't because my liver was in bad shape per se. According to the liver doctor, it was because I just had chronic hepatitis C, and the way he worded it. "Oh, well, you're just one of the lucky few who happen to show symptoms." I'm like, "Oh, lucky, huh?" Real lucky. But I begged him and begged him. I'm like, "How can we get this medicine covered? Please help me." And he said, "I don't care how you get it paid for. I don't care how you get it." Because I was like, "Well, I found a website, but, it's coming out of India, and they do require a prescription." He said, I don't care how you get it. I'll write you a prescription. Just please get it. Bring the medicine up here and I'll verify with you if it's real or not, and we'll go from there. And so, fixhepc.com saved my life. They got FDA papers for clinical trials so I could try Eplcusa, even though they knew it already worked and it was approved here in the US. That was the only way to legally get it here, and fixhepc.com helped me. I'm no way affiliated with them. I am just someone who lived and survived hepatitis C, and I'm just hoping that the same thing will happen for you if you watch this video. It really changed my life. And people say, oh, well, it comes back with a vengeance, or, there's less than a 1% chance of it coming back. The only way it can usually come back is if you give it to yourself again, or if you let someone else give it to you. But we all know how to contract hepatitis, obviously, or this video wouldn't be made. But my point is, if you're thinking about getting medication, or you're not thinking about getting medication, I can even testify for Harvoni. My spouse had hepatitis too, and he took Harvoni. He didn't have to take it as long as I did. He had a different strain of hepatitis. There's 7 strains. I think I had strain 2. I don't remember what he had, but he had one that just it required Harvoni for him, that medicine. Insurance would not cover it once again, but this was a couple of years ago. And so we ordered it from India through fixhepc.com. They're still helping people. But he only needed 8 weeks worth. So his didn't cost near as much as mine did. I paid $1,600. I think he paid like half of that or less. And anyway, the doctor monitored his progress, my progress. And first, I actually took initiative first because I was bedridden and sick and literally about to die. The doctor told me I would definitely die if I didn't get that medicine. And I almost did. I came close. I just gave up. I was like, well, insurance ain't going to pay for it. So I'm preparing to say my goodbyes. I'm preparing to tell my family bye, and the only thing I could worry about was my family and if they'd be okay. And then a little voice kept coming in my head saying, Cody, don't be a freaking idiot. You're stupid right now because you are so resourceful and so smart. Like, you have manipulated the system so many times to work for you. And I don't mean like food stamps or anything. I just mean like medications that people need and cannot get here in the US because doctors are prudes or because they don't like you for something. There's another way to get them. Always. And legal ways. It does not have to be illegal. Me getting my medicine from fixhepc.com was not illegal. Anyway, my husband's doing great now. He's selling real estate. He has energy. We've never have known that but he never really had a lot of symptoms of hepatitis. But his liver was in a worse damage than I was because he drank before he got hepatitis. But my point is, we have better quality of life now. I have a life. I wouldn't be alive. I would not. My family, my husband was preparing for my funeral. We were starting the process. It was bad. It was really bad. I will forever be grateful for fixhepc.com, not for the system, because the system is not what saved my life. It was other people that cared, and I thank them every single day from the bottom of my heart that I'm still alive. I have so much to live for, and so do you. Get yourself cured if you haven't, okay? Please do it for your family, if not for yourself. Have a good day. Okay?